Hey guys, it's Chris from Smithy Finance, and this is your midday market report for March 28th, Friday. And here we have another very ugly day on our hands. Lots of crap going on. We have New York, the Dow down 725, Nasdaq's down almost 500, 481 right now. We have gold. I think gold is the only thing that's up. That's $23 higher. So gold continues to rumble. 3,100 now. Silver had been up, but now it's down. Copper up a titch. Anyway, really ugly. We've got, of course, the tariff talks, which are never ending. And then we had an inflation number that was slightly hot this morning, and the market started down, and it's just been a slow tick down. Normally, you'll get a whoosh and then a recovery of some sort, and this has just been sort of a depressing tick by tick, minute by minute. It's almost probably perfect slope down relative to time. So yeah, man, it's no fun. Again, this is why we sell some when things are higher, but you can't escape such an ugly day. My AYA, which is the silver producer, which has been, my silver proxy. I own lots of physical silver, but this was basically my proxy for silver in the stocks and the miners, and they came out with a real stinker this morning. Their earnings were bad. Now, look, this is a good lesson. If you read the highlights of the press release, it's all quite good. There's like 8 lines. Well, we did this versus we did that, and this, and we were able to accomplish this. But if you read further down, you can see that their costs per ounce mined were higher than they expected, and the volume of ounces produced is lower than expected. Their outlook is 5.3 to 5.5 million ounces of silver for this year. Last summer, they were talking 7 million ounces for 2025, on the ramp up of their new mine. So, it's ugly. Benoit, I forget his last name. Anyway, the CEO is very magnetic. His presentations, man, you just want to go and buy the stock. And here it is, just really, really crappy. I did sell some on the within the first 15 minutes or so, above $12, and I sold a little bit more into the upper 11s, and then I stopped. I felt it was enough, but here we are at 10 and a half. I mean, it's an ugly day, ugly results on an ugly day. Man, there is no relief. It's down 18%. So I had a lot. I did get rid of a fair bit, but I still have lots. Kind of stuck in it now. If it goes below 10, I'm probably a buyer, and above 12, I'm probably a seller, at least in the short term. Long term, they're probably okay, but yeah, it's a crappy result, and I'm not happy about it. So it goes. Disappointment, right? We talked that yesterday. So everything sucks. Everything's lower. I have been buying a few other things. The STRL, Sterling, I've been buying a little bit. Super microcomputer, I've bought a little bit of that. I have not bought any strategy yet. It's at 290. It was 340 a day like 2 days ago. I sold some there, but I have not bought any back. Yeah, it's just crap. So between the tariffs and the hot inflation, and of course tariffs are inflationary. So how low can you drop the interest rates if these tariffs are going to come in? I did see something on my Facebook feed that Carney, our guy, and Trump have talked, and it went well, according to Trump. Uh, but here we are. The market is kind of fed up with the negative talk, and you can just kind of feel it in the air. Now, a sell-off on a Friday is something I really don't like. However, I just think that this is, fully done. I don't feel impelled to sell more. If you're overextended, you have to bring it down a little bit. But if you're not overextended, you can put in some bids below, maybe buy a little bit of something now, and but expect Monday to be lower open. Like I said, I'm not convinced it's going to get crushed or anything, but everything is ugly. I think I've got like 100% red on my screen. Very, very, very few things are higher today, and if they are, it's only by a percent or two. Valeura, so Valeura is 845, which is almost a high, and that's the oil stock. There was a massive earthquake in Myanmar, and like an 8 point something, a big time earthquake. And these guys are in Thailand. It's not that far, so they put out a press release this morning saying it did not affect them. But this is one of those things that can come up and bite you from time to time. An earthquake, a plane into a building, something that's just totally off the radar can affect us. So we can never be overextended. We got to kind of keep it under control and keep it reasonable, and live to trade another day, because as I've said once before, sure as shit we're gonna have bad days, but sure as shit we're gonna have really good days as well. And usually a really good day is set up after a series of bad days. So today would definitely qualify as a bad day. I guess that's about all I have to say. If things rally a bit, I might get a little bit smaller going through the weekend, but otherwise, I've got a dental appointment in about 25 minutes, and that will be less painful than watching this market. And on that note, I will leave it there. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one.